Hello, wonderfuls. I really wanted to share a post about a word that I have tried to avoid really, just because of the connotations that come attached to it. And I noticed a very dear friend of mine had written a post about using the word spiritualism. And I feel the same about it. So I was raised with a very open-minded family, and my grandparents actually took me to spiritualist church from a young age, but with that came negative connotations later on in life. If you were like, oh, my family go to spiritualist church, you were deemed by some religions as demonic, and also by other people who weren't religious as really religious. And in fact, spiritualism or spirituality for me is just simply our natural innate wisdom to tap into our intuition, and nothing more than that. And actually we are all intuitive, and I was raised going to clairvoyants and psychics, and in fact my mum's way of dealing with my rebellious teenage angst was to send me to a clairvoyant. So for me, it was really normal. But, you know, as I grew older and took the path that I did, you know, kind of working with energy medicine, and again, I'll come into that another time about using that language. But I just realized it's just the connection to yourself without all the noise. And actually, if you want to tap into your own innate intuition, I highly suggest doing some research on, and it's grounded science, you know, for those that are skeptic, into the three brains, and how working with the three brains is naturally working with your intuition, because intuition is just feelings. It's tapping into those gut feelings that we feel, and I have harped on about this a lot over the years. But this year, when we actually officially go into the new year, which for me is not right now, but I respect, you know, how other people feel about that. And, you know, you do to some extent when you're on social media, you kind of have to go with that wave of like, where are people out? People are setting New Year's resolutions. So for me, it's still the end of 2025, the end of the shedding. But I really encourage you to do some research and really delve into what is the truth. You know, we spend our lives looking to other people for the answers, and I'm so sick of people advertising all these things, claiming that they can fix you, or this is the next solution to you, you know, resolving your anxiety, your depression, because, you know, emotions are needed to enable us to get out of procrastination. And I'm not downplaying depression, so please don't misunderstand me there. I have been depressed myself. I know what it feels like. I know that journey, but I also understand that our emotions are guides in life. And they're very, very important for us to be able to read the signs in the direction that we need to go to. So without those emotions, you wouldn't know what's right and wrong for you. Anyway, again, another topic for another time. But spiritualism, spirituality, it's not mysticism. It's not cryptic language. It isn't rainbow and unicorn language. We're all intuitive. And when you realize that when you have a healthy gut, you can really feel into your gut intuition, know without knowing, you don't need to seek answers from other people, because the answers lie within you. Love you. Sat Nam.